Misfits 12, everybody. In my opinion, I think this might have been one of the best non-pay-per-view cards, and I'm going to be giving my whole recap and review of the fights, starting with the Most Wanted versus Joey Knight fight, and I'm very excited for this, and if you are too, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe as well. Let's get into the recap. So yeah, the first fight of this event was Most Wanted versus Joey Knight. I did have Most winning, had to back the small creator community, but I also said that if Most does lose, it would be because of lack of experience, and he would get his chin tested, which he did, and he got knocked down once, and then he also got wobbled quite a few times, and then the ref stopped it. The refs were very inconsistent throughout the night, I'll be honest with you. No, it kind of sucks. I wanted Most to win, but he didn't. I'm not sure who he's going to fight next. Maybe someone like Korn. I heard a lot of people say they want Korn to fight Most next, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. I feel like that'd be a really good fight for him. Joey Knight, I think Joey Knight wants to fight people like, Yuddy or Dean and Willie, but he does have to work there. Obviously, props to Joey Knight for winning. They showed good sportsmanship after to each other, which is pretty nice. No, the first fight was a good fight. And then, moving on to our next fight, we have Miles Raxu versus DTG. I had Miles winning because, obviously he was training with Raxu. I forgot about the experience that DTG has, unfortunately. I don't know how I forgot that. DTG actually looked good. He looked good. He had good head movement. Miles should have, kept that range a bit more and picked his shots good. Did get dropped, unfortunately, which sucks because once again I had him winning. I didn't do really good with predictions on this. I got the Most fight wrong. I got this fight wrong. I forgot the next fight wrong, but we'll get into that. But no, I want to see both in return. I feel like DDG, he could be a star on the scene. I feel like we need more people like him. People releasing diss tracks and content. Same with Miles, to be honest with you. We need more of him too, because the diss tracks that were going back and forth, I think, were really good and a good promo. Yeah, and then we obviously went into the Chase Demore versus Minicon fight, and I don't know if I was excited for this or not. Obviously, they're big names, and people were excited for this fight. It's just when they fight, it's just not as entertaining as I'd like it to be. Minicon is the better boxer, I think, better technique, but his gas tank isn't there. Chase, he did win this fight fair and square. He was wrestling more than he was boxing, and this fight was very, not entertaining to watch. Chase was fighting him, and then he just dropped him, with his own, body. He didn't even punch him. He dropped him, and then he just, laid on him. I was like, what's going on? And he did that multiple times as well. He did win, but I don't know, that fight was a really weird fight. I think Chase and Tempo need to run it back. If Tempo has been training, I feel like he's gonna win. But yeah, then we got the fight. Oh no, that's the next fight. Not Logan Paul versus Ham is the next fight. This was a very hard fight to watch, in my opinion. It was, I don't think people like not Logan Paul should be in the ring unless they are getting either good training and sparring in, and they're prepared, or they're in there with an opponent more equal to their skill set. Because one, I don't think now Logan Paul has been training at all, and two, Tristan Ham is let's just say he's not equal to his skill set. He's a lot more skillful. There's not much, there's not a lot to really talk about this fight because it was just hard to watch. Honestly, I think Ham called out King Kenny. I like to see him fight Ryan Taylor, who we also called out. Maybe Ham could be a comeback opponent for Kenny. I feel like that could be cool, I guess, too. But then we got Fox G versus Spartan J. And oh my, this might have been my favorite night and favorite KO of, no, not even fight of the night, fight in Misfits as a whole. And same with the KO. I've been following Fox since he barely had any subscribers. Early last year, since Misfits 1, when he was announcing and stuff on there. Seeing him grow is very sick. Obviously I'm very proud. And as well as that, he wasn't expected to win. And not only did he win, but he knocked him out in the first round. And I had Fox winning by UD. I had him winning, but I didn't think he was going to knock Jay out, which is which is very, very crazy. A star was born that night. That was amazing. Obviously, praying for Jay, because I think he had a little seizure when he got knocked out. So, obviously praying for your health. I hope you're doing good now. You're a warrior, and I can't wait to see you fight again, both of you. But no, I think in a year's time, if Fox stays active, he can take the fights of Yuddy. He could take the fights probably like Dean the Great, and not now, obviously, in like a year's time. I think it'd be cool to make Joey Knight versus Fox next. I think Fred back. I don't know. They were supposed to fight, but it didn't go through. Maybe one day. Yeah, no, man. And then we got, going back to before the Fox fight, I forgot to mention that Ben Williams and Fez Batista fought in there. My fault, I don't got my glasses on right now. The lighting reflects and it looks horrible. I can't even see 2 feet in front of me. The poster's right there. No, I loved hearing Fez's story. Fez's story was very emotional and heartfelt. I loved it. Ben Williams. He I'll be honest, he had his way with all the rounds. Fez didn't do awful though. Fez does have to get back in the gym and work on a lot of things though, but I think they want Ben Williams. I think they're pushing him to fight Jarvis, which I wouldn't mind to see. I'd love that fight. I mean, yeah, it's all for the fight. Basically, Ben has his way with him, and Fez, he stayed in there. Yeah, now moving on to the feature bout, I think they call it, and that would be OJ Rose versus Ashley Raxey, which in my opinion, I think should have been, actually, no, I think it's good where it is right now. Personally, I wasn't a fan of the draw. I 100% think OJ won, and it's not because I'm biased. I had OJ winning rounds 2, 3, and 4, and I had Ashley taking the first. It was a very close fight, don't get me wrong, but I do think OJ edged it. I think they gotta run it back as soon as possible, and as soon as they can. I'm not sure when that's gonna be though, because I think Ashley has to get his tooth fixed, so I'm not sure when that's gonna be. I think with OJ, he's very aggressive, and he has good shot selection, but his punches aren't really effective, and they don't really have enough power. I feel like if he perfectly balanced his shot selection and his aggressiveness, the aggressiveness with his power, then I think he could be unstoppable. No, obviously Ashley did good too, but no, that fight, it was a very technical fight. And then obviously we have a Coleman, which we'll probably get into. We had AJ Bunker versus L Brooke. I had L winning, obviously, because I think AJ lost to Ashford, and no hate, but Ashford's not good. I think L would absolutely dog her shit. No, L beat AJ, and it was a knockout. It was a clean knockout. I think that might have been, correct me if I'm wrong, but that might have been the first female knockout. I know Barbie technically got it against Whitney on Kingpin, but it wasn't really a knockout. But no, she hit her with that, and she went straight down. So that was very good. The ref in that fight was very biased, I think. The ref he took a point off for her holding for 3 seconds, and AJ was holding more than L, and he took a point off L, but then doesn't take a point off Chase, body slamming Minicon into the canvas. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but props to L, she won the main event. I really, I didn't like that was Pineda, but good for Pineda that he won. It was kind of funny how he won, but before we get into that, the ring walks for all the mystery opponents, it was so good. We got Ginty, Swarms, B-Dave all in the ring arguing about, they're the mystery opponent. I thought it was brilliant. I loved it. It was very entertaining. And then we had Pineda walk out. I thought Deji was gonna walk out, bro. I was excited, but the Pineda walked out, and then they started fighting, and Ed dropped Pineda, and I was like, it's over for Pineda, And Pineda came back and knocked Ed out of the ring, and he was laying there on the judges table, just out of it. And then Pineda won. I was like, what just happened? No, I mean, that was basically Misfits 12. This was a really good event. If anything were to bring it down, it would probably be the mystery opponent. No offense to Pineda. Obviously, his story is very, heartwarming and kind of, sad. Also, once again, respect to Pineda, but he was not Fighter of the Night, in my opinion. They did good by giving KO of the Night to Fox, but Fighter of the Night, I don't think Pineda really, got that. Maybe I could see, but I don't know. But no, that was Misfits 12. Well, I think one of the best non-pay-per-view cards in Misfits. I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely comment down below what you guys think of this event. And KSI says he's going to fight this year as well. I wonder when that's going to be. We obviously have the Joe Weller versus Bazinga fight. And then Deji's going to fight a lot this year. There's so many fights to make. But no, man. That was Misfits 12. If you like this video, definitely leave a like and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. And peace.